Let me guess what kind of meat it is.
Yeah, guess.
Let me just guess.
Guess what?
Chicken.
Hey, hi everybody, it's Papa from the Papa's Kitchen, and I look totally different because I have my glasses on.
Totally different.
I know. You may not recognize me, that's how.
right.
And the reason is I took my contacts out, they were sort of dirty. I left them in too many days. Meaning weeks and maybe even months, I don't know, jeez. And so, when in fact I told you, when I took them out this morning, Sue,
Yeah.
it was like, ooh, I can see, and I'm blind. And
He's bad.
I'm bad.
Just
So,
bad.
yeah, and I don't want to hear about it. Don't yell at me. My doctor's already yelled at me many times.
And he knows.
And he knows. But anyhow, I am wearing these, so it's a little different. Everything's sort of weird. I'm doing something, again, a very neat midweek for you today. Very simple, very easy, but really flavorful because of the way we're making it.
Let me guess what kind of meat it is.
Yeah, guess.
Let me just guess.
Guess what?
Chicken.
Yeah, you got it, chicken. Now look at this, will be my last chicken thing for you for a while. The reason I've been doing chicken is because it is less expensive right now. I'm telling you, everything is up and it's driving me crazy. But anyhow, we're gonna do the chicken one more time here. And you're probably buying more of it than you normally do and eating more of it than you normally do anyhow. Fish is up, beef is up, lamb, oh, I can't even think about that. I've got some wonderful
Well, chicken will be up because of all the
recipes.
problems they're saying with the chickens.
Yeah. Now the thing I do, this could be done, and I've got four thighs here that I had in the freezer that have skin on, and you do want skin on. Now you can do this recipe with a skin on breast, no bone, or like I'm doing with the skin on thighs. Now the thing is, with a bone in there like that, I always cut alongside the bone, and it's just going to make it cook a little bit easier. And I cut on both sides of that bone, just down in there, just like that. Just so simple to do, even before I season the thing. Just give it a good swipe down there. And again, that's where it's going to cook the least. It's going to take the longest to cook, say it that way. And so this sort of helps make it cook both evenly, and when the outside part is done, the inside part is also done then. And again, I'm going to also go by temperature, and I'll take the temperature of it. I've got my oven set at 425, preheating right now. But before we put this in the oven, what I am going to do, and let's do some salt and pepper on this. I don't need that much anymore, but we're going to salt both sides pretty good. And we want a nice amount of salt on that chicken, and as well as pepper, and we'll do it on both sides. And you know what works for you. I use kosher salt. I use Diamond kosher salt, and I know how that works. I've been doing it for many years, and so typically I don't try to over salt anything, because I let people at the end figure out what salt level they really want, and some are different than others. And I hear my sister-in-law coming, and it's because I invited her to dinner tonight because her husband is out of town.
Again. He left her
again. And I said, hey, I'm making chicken, so come on over. And she says, oh, I'd love to eat some chicken. So I'm making, and because you're here, Renee, because it wouldn't be happening if you weren't here, I'm making some rice pilaf tonight as well to go with it. So you're going to be all happy here.
I guess so. It beats a grilled Swiss on rye.
Oh, it surely does. It surely does. Yeah. And Renee is happy also to be on camera. She's not shy because her grandbabies, there you go. Her grandbabies watch Grandma and love it. So give a shout out to the grandchildren.
They
See there?
do.
Yeah. What's their first names?
Ellie.
Ellie.
And Talon.
And Talon.
Talon.
There you go.
Especially Ellie. She's 3, right?
Ellie's 3
so
and
she
Talon
knows
is
what's
1.
going on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They like watching Grandma in the box.
Yes.
Oh,
In the box. Is that what
funny.
they say?
Yeah.
And that's your one son's kids.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Eric's.
Eric's kids.
And Eric
That's right.
was on here for when you made sausage gravy and biscuits.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. He was. I forgot about
That's
that.
right.
You're absolutely right. Now, some of the things you're going to need just ahead of time to be thinking, and by the way, I've got my oil in there, about 3 tablespoons of oil, and I'm on that cast iron. I'm using a 12-inch because I don't want these things clumped together. They won't cook right, so I can spread out a little bit. But some of the, and by the way, on the oil, let that heat up for a couple of minutes until it's smoking almost. You want that pretty hot. You're going to need some cream, heavy cream. You're going to need a shallot, and I love these. I love cooking with shallot. The flavor is so unique. It's got an intense flavor of sorts, but they're great for what I'm doing, and this is going to go into a sauce that we're going to put on top, a wine reduction sauce with some cream and all that you're going to enjoy. It's got a little bit of a lemon flavor. So 1 shallot. I'm going to be using some butter, unsalted, and about 3 lemons, because I need about 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice. And so I'm thinking about 2 or 3 lemons. We'll find out with that. Salt and pepper is the only other seasoning that I'm using, and we're ready to go as soon as this gets heated up. Oh, yeah, and some wine. So you need some white wine, some dry white wine if you have it. This is the wine I keep in the fridge and that I use for all of these kinds of dishes when I'm cooking. And for that, on the wine, all you're going to need is about half a cup of wine. So that's quite a bit. About, like I said, 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice. You want fresh lemon juice if you can do it. And you're going to want 1/4 of a cup of the shallot. And so I'll show you how we'll do that later, but let's get this chicken going. And I'm waiting for it to steam here. Okay, the pan is smoking, and what you want to do is you want to take your thigh or your breast, but you want to put skin side down. And you put it down, and then you don't touch it until it's been really nicely browned on that side. And that's going to run you about 4 to 5 minutes at least. Just get that right down like that. And like I say, walk away. People always poking with it and all that, but honestly, the best thing you can do when you put meat down to sear is leave it be. That's the best thing you can do. So with that said, I'm going to, my oven is already at 425, and this is going to go in probably into the hot oven. I'm going to turn them after they're brown, and then it's going to go in the oven for about 15 minutes. It may take a little bit longer because the thigh and the bone, but again, I'm going to run it because I'm going to check it out with temperature. It needs to be 160, 162, 165, right in there, and you'll know it's done. And when I go in, I go all the way down with my thermometer right to the bone on some of these bigger pieces. And so that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to come back and we're going to make the sauce. And that'll be in that saucepan right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Could go a little bit more. Let's just put that down there a little bit. Nice. I like the little crispy skin. Yeah, let's. And see, I know what it is. Just occurred to me. Yeah, the pan it's not the largest circle of heat.
Not as large.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to push them, turn them 90 degrees in.
Looking done.
Oh, they're nice.
Whoa.
What I like. Oh, sorry, babe.
Whoa.
All right. Anyhow, it's okay. It's coming off, and it's going right in the oven. Just like it needs to.
Just like that, huh?
Just like that.
In the pan.
In the pan. Done with that. Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to first off juice our lemons here, and we're going to make the sauce while that's in the oven cooking. And it's amazing how quiet it got without all the sizzle.
And your hot plate.
And my hot plate being
makes
the fan,
noise,
yeah.
yes.
So what I do, just so I'm more accurate. Some of you want accuracy in my recipes, so here it goes. I'm putting the juice, squeezing the juice in a measuring cup. I need 1/3 of a cup, and so I'll pour it into my. I'll just put it all in here, but I'm using the measuring cup because it has a pour little spout on it. And I'm going to put 1/3 of a cup in. And I thought probably about 3 lemons, and I think I'm going to be quite right here. Problem. All right, so into my saucepan, I've got my 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice, and that's the 1/3 of a cup right here. Look at there. Oh, I was a little over.
Yeah, save that. I'll
Okay.
use it in something.
Okay. And then I've got a 1/2 cup of the wine. This is the nice part.
It just adds a different flavor.
It really does. And all we're going to add to this, and I haven't cut them up yet, but let's take real quick and do that, is we're going to do the shallot. And I just need 1/4 of a cup of the shallot here. And it's very easy. I've already, well, let me peel one more. No, it's done. It's good. So I'm going to just cut this in slices. What I do is just right down, and then all I'm going to do is just very thin slices. I've got 1/2 cup of lemon, 1/2 cup of wine, white wine, 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice, and now I'm putting in 1/4 of a cup of cut up diced shallot. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn this on, and we're going to cook this down till there's only about, liquid-wise, there's only about 2 tablespoons left in there. And once we get that down, what I'm going to do with the 2 tablespoons that are left is I'm going to then add 3 tablespoons of heavy cream and some salt and pepper. I'm going to bring it to a quick boil once I add the cream. And once that's done and it's boiling, I'll pull it off the burner, and I'll bring it over here, and I'm going to add, and this is the only other thing you're going to need, is about 4 tablespoons, it's a 1/2 stick, of unsalted butter. And you're going to swirl that in, not even going to cook it. And you don't want to re-cook it, because it'll break down, the butter will break down, and you don't want that. It'll get all weird on your sauce.
Weird?
Weird, very weird. So what we're going to do is just put in those 4 tablespoons. I had some left over. Here's 1 tablespoon. I like a lot of butter on my sauces. And then all we do is pull that chicken out. We plate it up with the rice pilaf, and we serve that chicken thighs.
And some tomatoes.
And when I got some tomatoes, I'm going to cut up too. Yes, that'll be very good with a little sour cream in the middle and some salt and pepper. Or even some Italian seasoning would actually be good on that. Okay, and then you got me off, Susan. What was I talking about? Oh, serve it with that cream on top, and it's just so good. And so that's how they're gonna
Have you
roll
had this
tonight.
before?
I have had similar to this before. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So if
You're still
you're
not
hungry.
cooking things twice.
I don't like to cook things twice.
I know.
Ooh, I smell that. It's smelling good. And honestly, by the way, another little trick here is cut your butter down to slices, small slices. It'll incorporate it more. So I can smell that. It's smelling good. There you go.
And unsalted butter.
Unsalted. Because we're going to add our own salt. When you're cooking, unsalted, well, not, I shouldn't use that as a forever, because I use salted when I'm doing the seasoning of meats. But any kind of sauces or anything, always unsalted. Then you can add your salt according to taste and not have to fight City Hall. All right, coming down, coming along. Everything's working. So honestly, it's a very, very easy recipe. And by the way, once I put the cream in, I'm also going to add salt into that mixture. I'm going to do, with this, I'm going to do about a teaspoon of salt. Seems like a lot, but it will incorporate nicely. And about a quarter of a teaspoon of pepper. So not just a little bit of pepper. So that's what we're going to do. Get this all going here. Okay, I've got my sauce, the lemon, the wine, and the, what else did I do? Oh, the shallots in there. And I'm down to about a little bit more than 2 tablespoons, but I'm good. And I'm going to add now 3, in fact, let me do this. I'm going to do it right here. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of heavy cream to this mixture. That's 2, and here's another couple. And then I'm also going to add a good amount of salt here and a little bit of pepper, about a quarter of a teaspoon. And I'm going to bring this to a rapid boil. Go back on, stirring it, get that boiling. Oh, this is going to be good, Renae. You're going to be glad you came to my house to dine with me. Let that come to a quick boil. And it is almost there. I want it rapid.
There it is.
There it is. And once you get that, and can you see that in there?
Yes.
Turn it off, bring it up, and then immediately put your butter in and swirl your butter around in that and let that butter be incorporated into that, and that is going to make the nicest, most beautiful sauce you've ever seen.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody's going to be happy. The taste is going to be on overload. My chicken thighs are done. My pilaf is beeping, it's just got done. Everything's coming together. I've cut the tomatoes on the plate, Renae. Things couldn't get much better than what they are right now. So we're done. We're done. So now it's plating time.
Okay.
Alrighty,
You're gonna
I'm going
taste
to taste and see.
Is it good?
That.
You like it?
Pictures where you put
Is it what you expected?
Yes.
Aw, yum.
Yes.
You're gonna love
Wonderful.
it. You're gonna love it. Nice and lemony. It's got a real lemon taste to it. It's great.
Renae, you're not eating.
Renee, I left the sauce there if you want some on your rice.
Yeah.
So add a little more sauce
I
on
think I
here.
will. A little on mine.
Here's mine.
We sort of serve ourselves around here.
Yeah.
But this is good. It's the middle of the week. One husband is missing in action. The other husband's the cook.
That's right.
Renae is not company anymore.
No, Renee can come
She
over
knows
here
where
and cook
everything
better
is in
than
my
me.
kitchen.
Hi, family.
Anyhow, kids, hi from Uncle Jerry. Just calling out, saying hello. I'm so happy to be with your grandma. Are you grandma or are you nana or what?
I'm grandma. I'm grandma. Hi, babies.
Yep, see,
Hello,
there you go.
babies.
There you go. We're having good dinner. Come and visit us.
Next
Just
year.
grab a flight, honey, and come on down. Leave your parents behind. Come on down. All right, see you guys. Enjoy.